What's up, YouTube friends? Today's a little bit of a different project. I'm downstairs in the basement. A friend of mine asked me if I would be able to make some ball caps for her softball league. Now normally I just put vinyl on these ball caps, but that's just kind of boring and one-dimensional. And I saw this hack on TikTok that said that you can get these DTF kits. Now when I was a kid, DTF meant something completely different, but now it's direct-to-film transfers. So this kit was very inexpensive. I'll have it linked down below. It came with the transfer film sheets, and they're just these little plastic sheets. One side smooth, one side's kind of scratchy. That's the side you print on. It also comes with this powder. Now this is what makes the magic happen. And then it also came with some heat tape. So the thing that I thought was cool about this hack is it said you could use your home printer. Now I just got a cheap old $50 printer from Walmart, the Canon one. So let's see if this will work. So here is my printer. It is a Canon TS3522. Like I said, I got it at Walmart. It was like $50 or something like that. Now to load this in my printer, I'm just going to have this rounded edge on the right. The scratchy side will be facing up, but you want the scratchy side to take the ink, if that makes any sense. So adjust accordingly to your printer. Now to print this up, I'm using Cricut Design Space. It's just easier for me. You could use any of your Photoshops or Inkscape or anything like that. One thing I do not like about Cricut Design Space is it's a waste of material. You'll see when I print this out. You would think after all these years they could fill up a whole page by now. Just like that. Now you do not want to touch the ink. So I just have this disposable cake tin lid. So I'm going to stick that in there. And now you just want to cover it with our powder. And this powder is reusable, that's why I like to do it in this tin. So that I'm just going to shake off the rest. That goes back in your bag to be reused. So now we're just going to set these. I'm going to use my heat gun here. I've been told online that you could go ahead and if you're going to use these right away, and press them right away, that you can use them just like this. But if you're gonna mail these or store them for a little bit, it's best to cure it first. Now this really didn't come with any instructions, this set anyway, so I just went online to get all of the info that I needed. So I'll bring you in a little bit closer. So right now it's kind of frosty. So I'm just gonna turn on my heat gun. And I'm just going to go over it until it looks glossy and shiny. See how that one's kind of darker than the frosted ones? So I'm just going to continue to do that until this is all set. And now that these are all set, I'm just going to cut them apart and press them on my hats. Alright, so here is my heat press. I got this a long time ago. I'll link one similar to it down below. I have it set up for the hats. I went ahead and I preheated it for 320 degrees. And then we're just going to heat it for 13 seconds. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give it a good press just to make sure there's no moisture or anything like that in there. Next, I'm just going to take one of my cured transfers, and I'm just going to eyeball this. If you want to, you can measure it and make sure it's nice and even. And then just with some heat tape, I'm going to tape it down. And now I'm just going to cover it with my non-stick sheet again. Just make sure nothing moved or got folded under or anything like that. And then I'm just going to press it for 13 seconds. All right, now I'm just going to let this cool down completely. You don't want to peel that when it's still warm, otherwise it just peels right off. And then when it's cool, just peel it right off. Now I like to press it one more time just to make sure it's like down in the fabric. This step is optional. It's good and stuck on there right now. So then I'm just going to do it for another 10 to 13 seconds. So here is one of the finished hats, and in my opinion, it works. This came out just fine. I'd be happy to sell this. The one thing I did notice, which I kind of figured would happen, is these aren't as brightly colored as sublimation ink would be, but that's just a given. There is a way that you could oversaturate your pictures and stuff like that to make it look more normal. To me, it's just like a little faded, maybe a little old school looking. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you give this video a try. In my opinion, DTF on your home printer, it's a thumbs up.